Gary Clayton from Queensland Rural here with Nick Malone and Chris Norris from Elite Livestock. How'd the sale go today, boys?
Yeah, Harry went well today. Well, the steer job was, I thought, for the conditions of what's happened at the moment, it's going really well. The steers, we topped out at, I think, 390, which has been as good as the previous few weeks, and we had a good average, maybe around 50 for our steers. But yeah, we wouldn't have been able to do that either without the help of Chris. We done the first online bidding in Charters Towers for a store sale, like they've done it at our previous bull sale, but we've done it at the first one for the store sale. And I think we had a good record on there, didn't we, Chris? We had a lot of bids today and people online too.
Nick, today very positive from an online perspective for us. Obviously the first time up here at a store sale, which is very exciting. Again, we're doing a lot of sales in the southern states in a regular store sale setting. But to come to Charters Towers, where we have been here for a number of years doing bull sales, but to come here and do a store sale with you guys, number one, to offer such a wonderful run of cattle, but number two, to see that online participation today for a sale like this was, for me, was quite overwhelming. I mean, we had people logged in from the Northern Territory, from parts of Queensland, the Darling Downs. I think there's people even logged in from New South Wales and Victoria, watching what you guys are doing here in Northern Australia. So very exciting, quite humbling as well to see a number of cattle sell to one of the major pastoral companies and pastoral houses in the Northern Territory. Strong support there on the steer portion. Then having people logged in from the Darling Downs and around Drillam, just outside of Roma. We sold obviously a couple of B-doubles down to that part of the world, and then to have obviously some local support, and also buyers logged in on around Hewenden and those areas bidding on the females, which was quite good as well. So from our perspective, we love aligning ourselves with companies like Queensland Rural, and you guys are obviously young and progressive and wanting to utilise the technology. So a company like us, we've been going 5 years, but to be here for the first time in Charters Towers was certainly very exciting, and congratulations to you guys on what I thought was a very, very strong sale for the cattle yard of it. But again, a great team effort, and we do thank you obviously for having us a part of the sale here in Charters Towers this year.
And a good line-up of cattle today, Nick.
Yeah, mate, we had a good lineup of, it was actually a good yarding of, probably we haven't seen as many crossbred steers in this yard that we've seen today for a fair while. So and it really drew the fellas from the south. We ended up with a few lads from down in Dalby and Roma up in Charters Towers, which they haven't been up here for that long. They've been up here a couple of times, but they really hooked in today. And then, like Chris said, the Territory boys hooked back into the Brahman steers, and they were able to get online and hook into the Brahmans, which for them fellas to make the trip over here, it's probably saves them one a trip and two a job. So it's worked pretty well. The heifer side, we had a few heifers today, and the heifer job was probably back 40 cents, I'd reckon. But it's saying that we had a lot of heifers and not a hell of a lot of heifer buyers, but still for the current times, it's a pretty good rate. How many boys do you reckon you had online, Chris?
Nick, we had a total of 26 registered bidders today. Again, from the Darling Downs to the Territory, and people logged in, and then you had about 60 people watching the sale, which is obviously very positive as well, because again,
Chris, how many registered bidders? How many people watching here today, you reckon?
Nick, you had a total of 26 registered online bidders through our platform, and then you had about 60 viewers. So and that was people logged in from pretty much all the East Coast, right down past Victoria, believe it or not. So again, as I said, people logging in and watching what you guys here are doing in Northern Australia. So again, Northern Territory solid from our perspective, and a good lineup online, and it's obviously very positive, and hopefully something that the sale yards can certainly look at up here in Charters Towers moving forward. To get your regular sales here every Wednesday out to a much wider audience.
And from a vendor point of view, do you think it's a good thing to be able to watch your cattle sell without having to travel, Chris?
I think so. What it does is creates transparency in the market, not only for you as agents. Again, you've got a person's livelihood in your hands for a matter of seconds a lot of time. So it gives you as a company to somewhat probably set yourselves apart from your competitors. So we're seeing a lot in southern selling centres now, and we use the word transparency. And what it is not only creating transparency for the agents, but also for cattle buyers and the way that they conduct themselves at auctions. But most most importantly, again, it allows vendors that opportunity that can't potentially make a sale to physically log in and be a part of, you know, what is sometimes, you know, their only source of income for the year is to watch their cattle sell at a cattle sale. So from our point of view, again, I appreciate you guys, you know, having us involved, and I'll say, you know, it's a hell of a job for you as a team of young men to draft 5,000 cattle last night by yourselves and stand up and sell them today. You need to be commended. So congratulations and well done, and thanks for having us along.
All right, Chris. Thank you. Thanks for today, and we had a good day.
Thanks very much. Thanks,
you.
guys.